Hello and welcome to BW Business World's Elite CX Coffee Dialogues powered by Unifor. In this series, we meet with senior industry leaders across a variety of sectors and quiz them about what constitutes fantastic customer experiences. In today's edition, we have with us Ms. Anupa Rongala, who is the director and CEO at Invensys. Anupa is a serial entrepreneur. She is also a director at RTWO Healthcare and Digital Insights. Besides work, Anupa loves to travel. She's a globetrotter, and I believe Anupa is also a champion golfer.
No, not at all.
I'm very excited to speak with you, Anupa. Most
Thank you.
welcome.
Thank you, Sneha.
I'm also joined by Harish Rayadur, another senior technology leader who is currently the country head for Unifor India.
Thank
Welcome,
you.
Harish.
Thank you so much.
Anupa, as you know, that the theme for today's session is the power of multimodal customer experience. So let me start by requesting you for a overall for an overview of what you mean by multimodal customer experience and why is it so essential for businesses today.
At Invensys, for our customers, we focus on making sure every step of the journey with us is consistent, seamless, and rewarding. Over more than 20 years, we've built strong relationships with our customers by consistently delivering great experiences at every touch point. What we promise during sales, we deliver flawlessly, ensuring a seamless journey for our customers. We've invested heavily in technology, and one major result is to own an in house tool that helps our customers to track their deliveries, people, processes, and their interactions. This tool brings everything in one place, and it further makes it easy for our customers to get information they need. And it includes features like SLA based tracking, reporting structures, and automated systems for managing concerns, escalations, feedback through our email networks. And bringing us this tool made us more transparent, accountable, boosting our operational efficiency, and preparing us as a company for the future. It also reduces redundancies and ensures our communication with our customers is clear and direct. In our industry, one of the essential things is maintaining transparency. And such accountable practices also help us in retaining talented employees. So, which in turn ensures that consistent service is there for our customers. And I'm proud to say that our commitment to these principles has led us to have the lowest employee turnover rate in our industry, and it further is enhancing the reliability for our service to our customers.
Anupa, you mentioned that you manage over 10 industry verticals. You've been in the business for about 20 years now. You manage more than 50 odd global customers. Can you provide some specific examples of companies that have successfully used this multimodal strategies and to improve customer experience for their customers? And what kind of approaches do you think that they used?
I will talk about something that I own and I manage. So, within the Invensys group of companies, I'm also involved in leading a health tech startup, which is called R2 Healthcare. So, our main goal for this product is to bridge the gap between multiple medical professionals, support staff, medical equipments, and overall connectivity, the on site connectivity. And our product ensures that the data flows in smoothly across different touch points like an ICU, um, operation theaters, wards, pharmacy, laboratories, um, radiology departments, and remote facilities and ambulances. And this product uh, has revolutionized the healthcare industry with seamless integration, and of course, enhances the ability to give the right care and treatment to the patients. And our key success also lies in creating a product that offers a smooth experience across multiple platforms. At R2, we're industry leaders in delivering consistent user experiences. And we're continually expanding our reach and adding in new features to better serve users in this industry. And another example that I can probably quote is Invensys in the Invensys group is Digital Insights. We see that many companies struggle to meet their recruitment needs despite having their own systems in place. We've experienced it firsthand at Invensys and with our several clients. And this realization led us to create Digital Insights as a separate entity, which basically bridges a gap by offering tailored recruitment solutions to larger entities while efficiently meeting the needs of the smaller departments.
A lot about maintaining a consistent brand messaging across various touch points. How do you think organizations can maintain a consistent customer experience across various touch points? And what do you think are some of the challenges that they might encounter? You gave a brilliant example from the healthcare sector. Can you also share some examples from various other domains that you operate in?
I've been talking about the benefits we've gained from our approach to customer experience through different channels. But like anybody else, any organization, there are lots of challenges too. And one big issue we face is the information overload. I'll give you an example. If an e-commerce customer is reaching out to our sales department, um, his solutions are addressed in catering to their very specific needs. But if the same customer visits our website and they might feel overwhelmed by the sheer number of services we offer before finding what they really need. We are constantly updating our offerings to better match specific needs, but our website still has a lot of information. For instance, we have about 165 services listed in e-commerce service offerings alone. And even though there are so many similar and can be grouped together, we won't be able to do that because such detailed presentation is essential for us for SEO listings, ranking, then generating inquiries through our website. And however, I consider this as a downside and which could complicate the user experience here. And but at our company, we ensure that each of this experience is tailored. We train and empower our teams to meet the unique needs of each customer. We use technology to support our operations efficiently within the e-commerce space alone. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. And imagine the number of domains that you operate in and the number of sub-services there. Harish, what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, definitely. Thank you. And very well said, Anupa. Whenever we talk about multiple touch points for our end customers, right? Let me take one step back. Why do we do that? It is started from the journey called something called feedback from the customers, right? It is like coming a feedback from my customer and how should I react? It may be a feedback coming from only one channel, right? But customers are missing other channels, and the rightly you said data is overflowed from a single channel. but other channels are empty or maybe not touched yet. So let me create other channels for my customers so that he should not leave my brand. He should be with me, and then he should share the open feedback with me so that I can improve my product as per what my customer want. This is how we started. Then adding up to those layers like FBs, Instagrams, and messaging, and bringing the WhatsApp, right, and also the a lot of here and there kiosk, etc., right. So we created multiple touch points. So as soon as you getting the data is an oil for any of the industry, any of the segments of the organization we talk about, right. So whenever we get umpty number of data, the next question we always think of, what do I do with this data, right? I wanted the feedback. I wanted what my customers are thinking. I wanted to know that. Now I have everything on the platter. What do I do with this? And then comes in something called doing the analytics on top of it, right? Let me assess or analyze all this data, whatever is there in house with me, from coming from the outside world, which is customer, it can be your employee, it can be complaints, it can be satisfaction feedbacks, it can be a mode of voice calls, it can be chat, right. As soon as we create touch points, we hear a lot of noise, right. It's like a clutters. Some messages are coming, some voice calls are coming, some emails are coming, a lot of things are coming. Then we start doing analytics. And before this we spoke about analytics and then creating multiple touch points, right.
Right.
As soon as we talk about analytics, we'll understand what exactly.
The predictive behavior of
Absolutely.
these customers.
Absolutely, right.
Yes.
So then it'll give me a predictive analysis, or maybe we can take a prescriptive kind of things for my customers,
Right.
right. So in this journey, right, staying ahead of my customers is a challenge always, because customers are always will be having the fickle minded customers, right. I have sent an email or I called the contact center customer service, I spoke about something. If I do not get the response same day or same time, I'll switch back to another brand who serves me better,
Right.
right. So having said that, these are some of the challenges. And in Unifor, right, we come up with lot of 3 4 product portfolios which addresses, or you can talk about enrich the customer experience, or take it to the next level of the customer experience, right. We analyze all these kind of interactions. It can be chat, it can be email, it can be calls, and then we come up with the recommendations to our customers, saying that, hey, see, your customers are talking this, are you realizing, right? Because most of the organizations, they take care of sampling,
Right.
they do analysis based on the sampling, because they cannot hire army of people to do this activity. So we do those activities with the help of our SaaS based products or solutions for the customers.
Okay.
Right. So we tell that you have created a multimodal for your customers, and we'll also help you do that. Once that is done, we are getting the data in house. So let me analyze for you, and let me tell you what is the next steps, where you need to focus, and which product you need to increase, or where and on improvement is required. Let me take a best example here, which is we are working with one of the BFSI company, fintech company, right. They provide personal loans for the end customers, starting from range of 3 lakhs to 5 lakhs, not beyond than that. So they get a lot of emails, chat, and also the contact center people, they call the end customer for reminding, hey, you need to pay this particular amount or EMI on 20th of this month, right? So tier 2, tier 3 cities started avoiding these kind of calls.
Okay.
And there is something called PTP, promise to pay. So many of the inside agents, right, called contact center agents, they were missing this PTP angle, promise to pay angle, right. Why? Because one, they were avoiding the calls. Second, the conversations with agents and the between customers, the conversations were happening, which is nothing but, okay, 20th I need to pay, you remind me on 19th, again I remind on 19th, today I cannot make the payment, make it on 21st. So as soon as you do the analysis based on the sampling, you are only touching 2% of this audience. Remaining 98% you are unable to touch, and still they are escaping.
There is no action on their part.
Absolutely. So we did that analysis with our product and portfolio. Then we went back to them and we told them, hey, these are the 50% of your customers need to pay, and there are repeat calls going to them. Please focus on them. Because if I have taken a loan, bank can call me 3 times, 4 times, or maybe 10 times a day till the time they get the money, right? If you do not do analysis based on these calls or email or chat or voice calls, etc., then what is the point of you doing the follow up with me, right? So that it will become very easy for them to take an action. So these are the challenges we need to mitigate, and bringing in artificial intelligence or large learning models, machine learning layers in between, so that it starts telling you as an organization, saying that hey, your focus is at left hand side, which is right, till little bit right hand side, so that look at even increasing the profitability also.
Yeah.
So right, artificial intelligence, as and when you pump in more and more data, it will enrich and start giving you the more information. That's what we do as an organization.
Oh, that's nice. That's wonderful.
Yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
plugging in so many leakages, right?
Absolutely.
All those delays are
Yeah.
they mean money. So
Correct.
And for organizations such as ours, collaborating and partnering with solutions such as Universe will add a lot of value.
Absolutely.
And
And also, I wanted to ask you, Anupa, in this competitive edge, right? There is a lot of competition with respect to what product and portfolios we just spoke.
right.
How do you differentiate yourself, or how do you see that adopting these kind of technologies, how can be one step ahead than your competitor?
At Invensys, we handle a wide range of tasks, from simple repetitive um, processes to complex logical interpretations. To adapt to the changing needs of our customers, we have strategic approach in adopting new technologies. Like I said, when he spoke about Unifa, I was talking about partnering and collaborations. So over 2 decades of growth, um, we've learned the value of collaboration. We actively seek out partnerships with others in the industry, and we also learn from each other, and we often avoid inventing the wheel again.
Yeah.
And of course, feedback integrations that we all talk about, which is essential uh, in our industry. We take these feedbacks very seriously from our customers. Every improvement we make goes through a thorough evaluation process, and we update our methods accordingly based on our customer inputs. And we have to, keep looking at continuous innovation from for our customers, because every year on year we can't just be doing a task that has been asked.
Yeah.
We need to bring in innovation in picture, so we are on top of the game, and to help our customers embrace changes in technology by identifying and eliminating unnecessary steps. We provide them with the right technical solution. And for example, we recently brought in an AI based solution for a carrier, a leading carrier, to process their documents. And and it's very specific to their needs, and it's not something that can be brought across a table. So, although we know that the initial investment to this AI currently is very significant and steep, but eventually we know that we will reap our operational costs and deliver high quality to our customers. And similarly, in the customs domain, we are developing custom tools to tackle complex code mapping challenges. So, these initiatives demonstrate our commitment to stay ahead in technology and provide effective solutions to meet our.
So, Anupa, how can your organization be competitive by adopting these kind of multimodal channels, right? And being ahead of your competition.
In today's changing world, meeting our customer needs with different group of customers is really tough. However, with our investment towards AI enabled process improvement at Invensys, we are confident and we're being able to strategically improve our multi-modal customer experience. We are actively working towards AI enabled um, technology upgrade front through um, Omni integration. We spoke about R2. And for example, we're integrating R2 healthcare products across all platforms seamlessly. We're talking about hyper personalization of predictive. So we are not just using the data, we're just analyzing and suggesting the data to our customers to predict what they need next, and basically, and we customize our communications accordingly. And we're working on automation. We're also working on automating many of our manual processes to make our services more efficient. So, these advancements are aimed at making sure that we can serve all our customers better, no matter how they prefer to connect with us.
We're coming to the end of our conversation, but there are two questions I would not, not ask you. And this is a question for both of you. What do you think, Anupa and Harish, are the, a few trends that you can predict for us in the AI and CX space in, say, the next 3 to 5 years?
As we are speaking now,
Right.
the AI is going somewhere else, right? And tomorrow morning, once you pick up the newspaper, you will hear something about the artificial intelligence, right?
Yes.
It's not about only the talk of the town, it is a need for an hour. Every organization, be it BFSI, fintech, manufacturing, software industry, or maybe a lending or logistics, right? Everybody needs it. Let me flip the coin. If you talk about your personal life, we all are using AI knowingly or unknowingly in day to day our life,
True.
right? Best giving you an example, I use Google Map a lot whenever I travel, right? So Google now knows better than my wife where I travel and how do I travel, right? And sometimes it gives me the notifications saying that based on my place where I'm standing, this is how it works, right? I don't have to tell anybody. And when you go back to the customer experience, right? Stitching the story from your organization and building the brand and reaching the brand to the customer, that is an effort, right? So as and when you pump in more data for your inside organization, it will give you a lot of insights about your customer behavior, which is very essential, right? As soon as we all know that how our customers are behaving towards my brand, towards my product, I may be having multiple buffet of products to offer to my customers, right? And only 4 or 5 products are picked up by our entire customer, right? So that what about rest? Do I need an improvement? So
No.
all these things comes in from artificial intelligence. And artificial intelligence we are talking from past 2.5 years, but this is not new to us, right? During 1960, 1970, right, the IBM machine played with one of the world class chess champion and made him lose.
Wow.
How it happened, right?
Because it must have predicted his
Predicted
moves.
and learned, right? It learned. So
Yes.
it is started from there. And then we bought in chats, right? So in the chat, as in when we type something, in the back end somebody is learning my behavior, right? And it understands why I'm typing this and why I'm here, what I need from you, what I'm expecting from you. As in when I reach somewhere through the call, as I mentioned earlier, through the call, through the chat, through the email, I'm expecting something from you, right? So meet my expectation and bringing in these kind of right appropriate channels, starting from artificial intelligence, machine learning layer, and adding different layers on top of that. Like, let me bring in the voice bot so that my customer will call my customer service center. Instead of that, let me create a mediator which is called voice bot, right? Just give me a missed call, my bot will call you and it will converse with you, right?
Right.
You don't have to call and wait. It will converse with you, understands the intent, then and there only what exactly Harish want.
Right.
Harish is here for this particular reason, understands, post it back to your integrated system, then connect backs with the ecosystem internally, which is nothing but your agents. It can be your email or it can be any of the personas. So then it will become very easy for you to map.
Yeah.
And third thing, whenever agents are communicating with them, to reduce the training period for them, right? Let me bring in the application which works like a co-pilot. What do you mean by co-pilot? It guides your agent, or me being an agent, it guides me throughout the conversation instead of me putting my customer on hold. As soon as I see my customer, sir, can I put you 15 seconds on hold? Done. Your
Done.
customer
You,
experience is
yeah, we lost the
broken,
customer. Yes.
broken, right?
Right.
Instead of that, let me give you a mechanism. Let me build an application. We have those all those things, and we are supporting 1,500 global customers with all these applications and SaaS-based products, right? So it gives the next best action on the screen itself, so that agent can refer to them, and the transcript happens in the backend, and it starts communicating with the agent, and agent will talk accordingly, right? Best example is BFSI. I call and I only talk about, am I eligible for personal loan? And if customer service person is telling yes or no, the conversation is end. What about upsell and cross sell? Who will do that, right?
Right.
So the application which I bring in, it reads my persona and it says, hey, he's your customer from 5 years. He's holding the credit card. He's eligible for platinum credit card upgrade. So after me telling, no, you are not eligible for personal loan at this moment, but sir, can I upgrade your card? You are eligible for that. Can I go ahead and do it for platinum credit card? Then I'm bringing the wow factor in the between. Instead of me
Right.
telling, let me go to some other bank and ask for personal loan, I will immediately say, yes, please do that then immediately.
So basically, they're understanding the 360 degrees of a customer,
Yeah,
and they're making the customer experience very personalized.
absolutely right.
And that is the next,
Yeah,
I mean, that's in already, I
yeah.
think, and it will get more matured over time.
Across voice, video, text,
Yes,
all forms,
Everywhere,
right?
absolutely,
everywhere,
absolutely.
everywhere.
And what is your thought on this?
I couldn't agree more than what Harish said. In the next 3 years, AI is expected to advance in explainability, ethical framework, and integration with IoT, driving smarter automations and decision making. Additionally, breakthroughs in natural language processing and edge AI will enable more efficient and accessible applications across industries. And in the customer experience, what I see is AI can transform by driving personalization and seamless omni-channel integration and proactive customer service. And like he mentioned about data analytics, real-time insights, will enable businesses to participate and exceed customer needs, fostering deeper loyalty and satisfaction towards their partners.
So, in a way, both of you are saying that maybe in the next 3 to 5 years, organizations like how they are digital natives today, they'll have to be AI natives in the next 3 to 5 years. I mean,
They are
AI has
already
to
there.
be.
They're already
They
there.
already are. Those who are
Yeah, yeah,
not, yes,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
But yes, 3 years definitely we'll be seeing somewhere else. We'll be in a different orbit, I say.
Right.
Yeah.
Lovely. In fact, since you mentioned, AI is changing so there's a report just out about the World Intellectual Property Organization. They have given a very interesting number. There are about 54,358 patent families on generative AI in the
Yeah.
last decade. I mean, just look at the number of the innovations that are happening in the sector, and the number of patents being filed in
Yeah,
this. So it's
there are
amazing.
tools writing codes, right?
Right.
Yeah.
We see that in newspaper, right? And everybody asks me, or
But don't you see there is going to be a lot of disruption?
it'll be
What
there.
about
Yeah.
Yes.
the employment?
I don't think so. It is going to affect much to the employment, but still you need people to manage such things, right? Because whenever you talk about bringing AI in-house, right, it's not so easy task. We are doing this from past 16, 17 years in the global market. So how much effort, resources it takes, we know that. So if I say that we are in the AI space, so are we not growing? No, we are still growing 30% year on year with
Yeah.
respect to employee count I'm talking about.
India has been a service industry, and we call ourselves as leaders in the service industry. So AI, what I understand or I'm seeing is we India has a lot of, you know, a business comes, why does it come to India? Because of, you know, cost augmentation, right? So when AI comes in picture in um, in the service industry, a task of what 100 people are doing will be reduced to 50. And what about the rest 50? Where would they go?
No, let me put it in a different way. I agree with you partially, but let me put it in a different way based on the experience, right? Whenever we talk to any of our customers, they also talk to us in a similar language that we are looking for something which is related to artificial intelligence. My next question is why? For that why they don't have an answer
Yeah.
most of the time.
Yeah, it's the trend, which is,
Yeah,
and then we just have to probably flow with the trend. That's all is
yeah,
what I see.
Right.
But
yeah.
we are
But
not uh, looking at how it's globally going to impact in the longer run.
it will impact because now you know that Tesla introduced
Yeah.
uh, non-driver vehicles,
Yes.
right? So many things are going to come, and we are
Yeah.
going to witness it.
There's a lot,
Yeah,
you know, in, I mean, I feel that there's a lot that we're going to see a lot of disruption in the future.
Superb. I'm enjoying
yeah.
this conversation. Um, I think, Anupa, we both, Harish and me, are not going to let you go without answering one final, personal but philosophical question.
Philosophical.
The philosophical takeaway, because it does matter. You're a sports person. You play golf. Avidly. You're an champion of golf.
Not at all,
Not
please.
at all. Okay, but
Not at all.
I heard the number of times and what golf courses you enjoy playing at. What are some of the lessons that you take back from the golf course back into the boardroom? They're very sports is a very philosophical subject. It's
Absolutely.
not just an activity. So what do you take away from there?
Yeah. I always think golf is very spiritual in nature. And the number of, it's like you're disconnected because it's a 4 to 5 hour game. And we totally get disconnected and we are completely engrossed in the game. We just forget the world around us. So within this, there's a lot of life lessons also that we learn in this process. So to name a few um, qualities that I learned and brought into my boardroom is patience and perseverance and focus, concentration. We always need to, basically in golf course, it's strategy and planning, how you hit the ball. And that applies even on a boardroom as well when you're having these discussions on strategy. How do you, you know, strategize your business and how do you plan on your next steps? And also it makes you learn how to deal with pressure because you are challenging yourself in this game. You're not challenging with the others, but you're challenging yourself in this, and you deal with a lot of pressure. And I also believe that golf brings integrity and honesty within you, because when we are scoring or when we are having a penalty, it's us that would declare that, hey, this is the with the other golfers, that I'm going to take a penalty drop. And it also makes you feel like golf course is like I said, meditation. One good shot can make you feel that, to make you come back to the golf course again. So we always strive to constantly and continuously improve our game day in and day out. So these are the lessons that I think I have learned in the while playing golf, and try to implement them in my work life also, and my personal life as well.
Fantastic. One of the biggest takeaways that Anupa mentioned was that she's a technology leader who's disconnected from technology for
Sneha, I think I need to correct you. I am not a technology leader.
Okay, a businesswoman who's deeply in deep tech. Okay, so she's disconnected from technology for 4 5 hours. But on a happy note, Unifor's one of the statements that I truly find a lot of us can resonate with it is the future of AI is human, and I think your golf example is very much in line with what Unifor is saying. So thank you so much for this lovely conversation, Anupa.
Thank you,
Harish, thank you
Sneha.
both. Thank you
Thanks a
for
lot.
this.
Thank you, Harish.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Lovely.
Thanks.